Hello everyone, this is Riddhi Suteri and today we are doing this question that is complement of base 10 integer. This is day 4 of January Lead Coding Challenge 2022. So let's first of all read the problem description. The problem description says that the complement of integer is the integer you get when you flip all these zeros to ones and all these ones to zero in a binary representation. There is one example given. That is the binary representation of 5 is 101. So when we complement it, I mean when we change 0 to 1 and 1 to 0, it will become 0 1 0, which is the binary representation of 2. So we will print or we will return 2 as the answer. You can also pause the video and you can check the other sample output as well. So before doing this problem, we have to know that how we convert a decimal into a binary representation and vice versa. So first of all, let's look at that. Okay, so I've written this two example here. That is, we will be converting 5 which is in decimal form right now, which is in decimal form right now, into a binary form, and 101 which is in binary form right now into a decimal form. So for converting this decimal number into a binary number, we will start dividing it with 2. So we will write the question in here. I mean, 2 2s are 4, right? And the question will be the remainder would go here. Similarly, we will again start doing this thing, and question would be 1, the remainder is 0. In the next step, since 1 is not further is not divisible by 2, so we'll write down this remainder right here. And now we will start traversing these digits from the top to bottom approach. So once we start doing this, the number we get at the end is our final answer. So this will be the final representation of the number. Now since we have written this binary representation in here, now let's convert it back to the decimal form and let's see if it matches the original number or not. So for converting a binary digit to a decimal digit, what we do is we start by writing 2 raised to the power 0. Then we move ahead by incrementing 1 digit. And we will start multiplying these with the corresponding digit. One thing to note here is that we are starting from the end side. I mean, starting from the right side to the left side. Then we will start multiplying it. So this would be 1, this would be 0, and this would be 4, right? And we will start adding these numbers that are obtained. So it would become 5, right? So you can clearly see that it finally matches the original number that we had. So this was the step. Now since we know that how we convert a decimal into a binary and how we convert a binary into decimal, let's start ahead with the question. So the question says that we have to convert this and we have to complement this. Okay, so so doing this question requires 2-3 steps. The first step is the number is decimal. We have to convert it into binary representation. The next step is we have to complement it. I'm writing this comp for short. After complementing it, we have to again convert back into the decimal representation. So what we are going to do is we are going to do these 2 steps in one step with the help of a ternary operator. So with the help of a ternary operator. So let me explain what I am trying to say. So okay, let's use this example. So when we were converting this 5 into its binary representation, so instead of writing 1 here, what we will do is we will write its complement here. So instead of writing 1, we will write 0 here. Instead of writing 0, we will write 1 here. Instead of writing this, we'll write this here. So doing this step, we have to we don't have to do this complement wala thing again manually. We can do this while taking out its binary representation. So this, and the next step is converting it back to the decimal wala part. This anyways we have to do this, right? So how we can do this part is very interesting. let me explain this. So yeah, I was talking about the ternary operator. So in ternary operator, what happens is, suppose we give a condition here. Let me write C, and if this condition is true, this part, yeah, there goes a question mark, and if this condition is true, this statement executes, and if this condition is not true, I mean if this condition does not satisfy, this statement would run. So what we will do is, suppose we have a situation, I mean suppose we have a number n. So we will take its modulo with 2. I mean we have to, since we have to get the remainder, so we'll take its modulo, and suppose if this perfectly divides this, right, we will use it equals to, and if it equals to 0, so if it equals to 0, we ideally we should have what we should have been doing is we should be writing 0 here, but we are trying to do its complement. So what we will write is we will write 1 here, and in the false part we will write 0. So with the help of this statement, what we have done is we have computed the computation, I mean the complement of this part, without manually traversing the binary representation and again doing this part, right? So so yeah, I think this part would be done using this ternary wala part, and now we have to do is we have to manually convert this representation into a decimal form. So let me do this while writing the code, and I'll explain you throughout this. So first of all, one more thing that we have to notice from here is we have to do this process until we reach 0, right? I mean until we reach this 0. So we have n is the number, right? So what we'll do is we will do while n not equals to 0, we'll run this loop, and inside this loop, first of all, one more thing, that is we have to get a variable that will store the total number, I mean the sum of this, yeah. Yeah, since we are doing this summation part, so we have to get a variable that will hold this. So total equals to 0. So we will have to add all of this. Before this, we have to get we have to convert this decimal into the binary. So we have to do this division, and we have to store all of these numbers, and each digit we have to multiply it. I mean as we divide this number and we get this remainder, we'll start multiplying it with 2's power, and we will then generate the number. So first of all, suppose we can have a variable temp, and temp me we can do is number modulo 2. So this will give the remainder of this. But since I have already told you that we are not going to store the actual number or the actual remainder, we have to store its complement. So we will write the condition here that if this divided by 2 gives 0, so if this is 0, we have to write 1, else we have to write 0. Okay, so now we have temp in the, I mean now we have the remainder in the temp variable. Now what we will do is we will start adding up this in the total. So I'm using this shorthand. So we will do is we will multiply temp with a suppose power variable, and after that we will add this to the power, I mean we will add this to the total. Also there is one more thing that I was talking about, incrementing this factor to every time with 2, I mean multiplied with the power of 2. So we can simply write this as the initial value of this power variable will be 1, right? 2 to the power 0 is right. After we multiply the initial or the 1 bit of this with this, we have to increment the powers variable. So how we can do is we can simply do is power into equals to 2. I'm again using a shorthand. So once we do this, our powers value will be incremented by 2 for the next round. So now we have done this, and we have added upon this. So yeah, so after that, I think when the loop ends, we will be having the value of the final decimal representation in the total. So we can simply return total from here. Also, there is one more case that we are missing. So suppose if we have 0 as the input, right, n equals to 0. So we don't want to do all of this calculation. We simply can return 1 because 0's complement would be 1 anyways. So let's run the code and let's see if it passes the basic test cases or not. Oh, okay, sorry, I missed a case that we have to also divide this number by 2. Okay, so it passes this basic test case. Let's try this out now. Yeah, you can see that our answer is accepted. So yeah, that was a solution. So thank you everyone.